Hello and welcome back to What If Civilization Started Over, Episode 9, Waves, Alternate History. And in today's episode, we're gonna have some major things happening down in Asia, because the series was pretty well centered around Europe this whole time. So we're gonna step out of it, gonna check out what's happening in Asia. And if you like this episode, leave a like and a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It would really help me, and it's only one click for you guys. So thank you very much. And if you didn't saw the last episode, I really recommend you go watch it. This was the World War III episode, so the borders will make more sense to you if you watch it. And without further ado, let's start right into this episode. Before we're gonna go into Asia, we're gonna have to look at Poland, They're gonna expand their territories to the Baltic Sea. They're gonna invade Danzig. It's a pretty fast war, encircle the capital, capture it, and then fully annex the land. Also, I changed the color of Poland because it's better contrast in Europe then. Now to Asia. These three Mongolian states all are very, very weak and close to the collapse, but they can still hold on, and they are currently trying to unite their currency and then their country to make them don't crash and collapse. And let's see how this will go out on the end of this episode. I don't think they can save themselves from the collapse, but we will see what's happening. Going down to Vietnam, they're gonna start an offensive against this orange South China country. If you saw the original WICSO, you know this whole part was originally Vietnamese, but they broke away. So now the Vietnamese want to retake or reclaim their old lands. So they're gonna start an invasion into the orange South China country, going right for the densely populated areas like here and here, having a huge success and even capture this major city right here. The orange country will be supplied by this yellow country and by the blue country, but so far the Vietnamese can make good advances into this country. As days go by and the Vietnamese are close to the capital of the orange team, both the blue team and the yellow team will join this war again. Will join the war against the Vietnamese and try to protect their orange brother. The armies will instantly swarm in and will push back the Vietnamese from the capital. The Vietnamese troops are very undersupplied and have a lot of days fighting behind them, so the well-rested and well-supplied troops from the other Chinese countries will quickly recapture a lot of land from the orange team and even recapture this major city right here, which will lead to a huge success rate on this northern front and even completely pushes back the Vietnamese on the northern front. After just 3 days of fighting, these three countries will come together and make a South Chinese military alliance to protect against outside invaders. But the command structure is very bad in these countries, but their armies are still not really damaged, so they can still push back the Vietnamese at this point. But they need to hurry up before their economy also collapses. Vietnamese lose more ground in the south as well as in the north, getting pushed back pretty far to the border and only having a few lands captured in the orange team. The orange team is even able to push into Vietnamese territory with the help of the other South Chinese countries, pushing up, capturing this major city right here, and going through the land with ease. At this point, the Vietnamese forces need to restructure completely and are getting really quick pushback. Now the Vietnamese lose all ground in the orange team, and the orange team is preparing a full-on invasion to the capital to push Vietnam to a surrender and to a white peace. And it's going pretty well. They are at the capital, right at the border, and also at the border of this major city, and both threatening the capital and this major city. In the north, they are still pushing into more unvaluable land for the Vietnamese, but still it's a sign of weakness that they lose this much land at this point. And finally, the old empire reacts as they see this as an opportunity to gain a strong ally in Asia to work against China and India. India is not really strong at this point there, but they're gonna build up pretty quickly as the World War III made these three countries and Rome powerful, so they need to be prepared. But old Imperial troops will get shipped over to Vietnam, and as they land, they're gonna push back the Chinese forces pretty quickly, pushing up to this major city, recapturing it, and pushing down. The command structure of the South Chinese is really bad, so they're not able to repel any major pushes, but they're gonna capture this major city, and before coming to the coast of the Indian Ocean, I think it's also here, they're getting also stopped by old Imperial forces, and they push back the Chinese, recapturing this major city and this major city right here. At the main front, they're gonna push the Chinese completely back, and now are entering into Chinese territory again, quickly pushing up, capturing this major city right here, and pushing up the coast to the capital of the Orange team, capturing it with ease, and also capturing this major city. So only 2 major cities are left of the Orange team, and if the Orange team crumbles, these 2 countries will also crumble. So they're gonna hold another meeting trying to discuss what they're gonna do about this bad command structure that they have currently and how to fix it to survive this war. Because even in the north, where they had the most success at this time or at this point, they lose rapidly more ground, also lose this major city, and it doesn't look really good for them anymore. So they're gonna hold a meeting in the major city, in the capital of the blue team, and all come together and decide a union between all these 3 countries would be the best thing that they could do. So they are gonna unite under one, and it will be the Orange team. The capital will be stationed right here from the yellow team, because it's the furthest away from Vietnam, and also has pretty good value and trade connections. So this is now South China, but the old Imperial troops are still really strong and pushing back the now South Chinese kingdom, pushing them all the way back to the own border, and now entering into their territory, pushing up, capturing or going for this major city, and now are rapidly advancing into South Chinese lands. And this is really worrying this really worries China, because they don't want a strong enemy right at their border, and they see it as an opportunity to gain for themselves more influence. And because they have down here pretty developed land, they think they could take it and just say that this is a rescuing of the people. So they themselves are gonna start an invasion into South China, immediately capturing the capital of South China, pushing up to the major cities, capturing the major cities with ease and instantly, and also making smaller advances into other parts of the country where rice fields and such things are to disturb their food supply on the entire front. And with this going on, the South Chinese are willing to surrender over to China, and they leave Vietnam out of this. But Vietnam is not happy about this, and say that they won't also be part of this peace treaty. And China says, you can get what we give you, or we're just gonna declare war on you. So South China will capitulate, and Vietnam will be forced into this peace treaty with China, and are not able to negotiate any lands, and are just forced to stay out of the peace negotiations. And we will look at a peace treaty that I will cook up now. And these will be the new borders of South China and Vietnam. Vietnam got the most of the part of the Orange team that was previously done there before the unification, and China took almost all land of the blue country up here and a little bit of the yellow country. So China got the most part, and basically a new ally down here, this little country, and the old empire basically wasted troops on this war, but they still see an opportunity to make this worth it. With this war down here, the economy of basically Middle Asia, like the Mongolian countries, it was pretty weakened, and these countries were already unstable, and this was not helping them. And because of this war, the entire economy of these few countries collapsed, and all countries fell into anarchy. But China steps in and says, everyone gets a piece of the unclaimed land now. We will split it fairly up, and all these neighboring countries agree to this. And China will hold a meeting in India, as this is the neutral country in this thing, and they're gonna discuss new borders in Central Asia. And these are the new borders in Central Asia. As we can see, China got the most part right here. Then I think it comes Tibet, they got all this. Then the gold team that got a lot of this area. Then this turquoise team got this one province, I think, here with the major city. The seafoam green country got this part. The other two, I don't know, also Mongolian states, we got a little bit to the south, and that's it. No other countries got anything. So this is now China. China expanded greatly after just these two events, after the war down here, after the South Vietnamese War, and the collapse of the Mongolian states. So it was really, really worth it for China at this point, and we will see how they're gonna continue with this. And this is gonna be the video. I hope you liked it. It was really short this time, but I think it is shorter video is always better with more content, so you can actually watch this all and don't have to listen to my voice all the time. But I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like and a comment down below if you did. Also in the description you will find the official WICSO Discord server and my Discord server. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope I see you in the next episode of Waves Altered History of WICSO, and bye.